Hey Scribers, so this video is going to be fun. This might take a little while, but I'm trying to accomplish is so currently when I publish a report, I do not have a plumbing summary page. So I want to build that. And in addition to building that, what I want to do is take things like exterior hose bibs and move it to my exterior section and get it out of my plumbing section. And this is really all thanks to the cool feature that we put out recently on observation tags. So this video is going to show you some uses for observation tags, and it's going to show you how to move narrative comments or move sections around in your template. And there'll be a lot of sort of template construction stuff and library interface. So this is a cool kind of real world application. So one of the first things that I think I want to do is separate my exterior hose bibs comment from all my other plumbing stuff. So I'm going to go under library and we're going to go under plumbing, and I think people call them spigots in some areas. I call them a hose bib. So I'm just going to type in the word hose bib, and I probably have a fair number of comments here. I haven't done this in a long time. So if I click this, it's going to highlight every single comment that is a hose bib comment. And then I'm going to not move them, but copy them. And this is the thing that I think maybe I should add a new category, hose bibs. And then hit OK. Let's see if I did that. That's pretty neat if so. All right. So now let's go to exterior, and I've got exterior eaves, doors, windows. At the very bottom, I'm going to add a blank section and call this hose bibs. And actually, I won't even do that. Let's delete that. And then we're going to grab hose bibs from here. So we will going to use the little pen and go to my plumbing section and take hose bibs and start dragging it up. This is always a little bit fraught with uncertainty, but I'm getting close. There we are, exterior hose bibs. Cool. Alright, so that is now gone from my plumbing section. And if I go to exterior, I got hose bibs. And it looks like these are still linked, which is really pretty cool. I would have thought it wasn't. Let's look at the library categories here. Yeah, so it brought my whole plumbing section over, which that's fine. But there's my hose bibs. So in theory, I could just have 36 comments here and have them just hose bibs. You see how that worked? I edited the section, edit library category. It used to have my whole narrative plumbing, but remember I broke out hose bibs. We watched me do that. So now I've just got these 36 entries. So we've got hose bibs attached, and oh, it looks like I broke something. All right, so I'm surprised it didn't bring everything over. Let's go look again. Let's go narrative. We'll do plumbing. Narrative plumbing. So we got all those. We update, and now everything's still hot. So I think I'll just leave it that we got my plumbing section in there. So I mean that's pretty cool. So I'm kind of ready to roll. So that's step one. I've now moved it. Now I don't have my plumbing summary page set up. So now let's go under library, and we've got plumbing. So this is now every single comment under the plumbing chapter. So that's cool. Let's set up a plumbing tag. So we're going to go under tags, and we've got to go to the bottom. Add tag group. It's weird because it goes at the top. I think it does. least it has in the past. Oh, there they are. Second from the top. That is a little quirky. But this, I kind of knew to look at the top, and so here's my new tag group. I don't know why it didn't come up here. So we're going to call this plumbing items, and we're going to create a summary page. These are going to be inspector only. I don't really need the clients to see these. And summary page title is plumbing items, and then I can select boilerplate. So now let's go build a boilerplate. I knew this was going to be a lot of steps. Let's go ahead and make a tag here. Let's see, we'll use one of these, plumbing. And this one's going to stay hidden, so I'm going to give it an emoji. So I'm going to hit the period key. Oops. Make a new tag. We'll do blue. The Windows key and the period key. And then let's do plumbing. Ooh, look, we got a little. Make it all caps. That's going to help me just see that. So I got a little plumbing tag, and it's inspector only, and I got a summary page. So now let's build a boilerplate. So let's go to boilerplate language, and we're going to start with a blank one, and we're going to call this, well, here we'll just hit add new, plumbing summary, and create new boilerplate, and then plumbing summary items. The following is a list of all of the plumbing items found during this inspection. This list can be provided to a licensed plumbing contractor to further evaluate and repair the plumbing system. I'll probably rewrite that a bit, but this is my Grammarly working for me here. So plumbing summary items, we'll call this a heading. And we'll put this right below. Maybe we'll make it bold for now, or we could make it a subheading. There we go. I think that's all we need. So plumbing summary. Okay, so we've got our summary. So now let's go back into tags and plumbing items, and we're going to select the plumbing summary. Woohoo! All right. You guys having fun yet? What's kind of neat is this isn't one I'm going to use a lot, so now I'm going to move it to the bottom. It's just going to kind of, there's a few little clicks here, but I am moving my plumbing items down low because this one can stay at the bottom. I'm not really going to need it on like a daily. So I've got my electrical and my plumbing here, right? Cool. All right, I like that. So now we're in the library, right? And we could go narrative plumbing. So this is everything in this whole category. I think there are like 300 items. So we're going to hit this. That's going to highlight all of those. I'm going to tag them. And there's my tag. All right, let me go figure out why I don't see my plumbing tag. Hang on a sec. Okay, I figured it out. So I didn't have save with library entry checked, so I need to check that. That's going to be kind of key. So I noticed what I did is I went back into tags and I realized my electrical had this. Okay, so now we're creating a summary. We're saving all of these tags with the comment, and these are inspector only, so the client doesn't have to read my little plumbing tag. All right, cool. So we're back in action now. Hit the tag button. Plumbing items. Okay. Boom. Now I just tagged like 300 things. So that's pretty cool, but I got more work to do. So what other plumbing do I have in this template? Narrative plumbing, other plumbing. Looks like there's nothing in there. That's interesting. I know that I've got bathrooms and sinks and cabinets. Oh, I know. That's what I need to do. So I had the plumbing chapter, so we can do other plumbing. Plumbing, narrative plumbing we did, other plumbing. Let's do sinks. How about bathroom? Narrative bathrooms. No results found. Why is that? Okay, I'm going to pause you again. Okay, I didn't figure out what happened. I just went out of the whole thing and I went back in. So I went to my bathroom, just one of my bathroom chapters. Now I go to library and I'm in bathroom, right? So this is basically everything in my bathrooms. We could use one of these, but I think I've got everything. I've got both of these in my bathroom, so I think this main bathroom chapter is the way to go. Let's get rid of that, and we'll get rid of this. So now we're just sifting through the main bathroom chapter. There's going to be a lot here. So I'm going to click. I'm going to hit the tag. I'm going to hit plumbing. Alright, so now all of my bathroom stuff should be tagged. Boom, it is. Okay, where else am I going to find plumbing? Kitchen sinks or laundry, right? So we've got washer, so we could view library under washer. Could check, tag, plumbing. Okay. Laundry sinks. I don't think I'm going to do dryer, but laundry sinks, view library. Looks like we already got a lot of this, so we're good there. What else do we have? Kitchen sinks. Let's go to kitchen. View library under kitchen sinks. Check the box and hit plumbing. Now what I'm going to have to be careful of is I may end up having some comments that aren't plumbing in here that I've tagged. So I'm going to have to be a little cognizant of that. But I think because I've got my sinks all separated, I think I'm kind of good to go. So I think I've kind of done it. I think I got my bathrooms, my laundry, my kitchen. Oh, we could go under additional plumbing. Yeah, and so we could hit some of these. Irrigation is not so much a plumber. Outdoor showers. So we could hit view library. This probably has some stuff that we would want to tag. Steel pipe. So we'll hit this. Tag it. Plumbing. Goes. Alright, what else do we have? So we got our whole additional plumbing. Alright, so I think we've done it, and we could go check on that exterior hose bibs, and now if I have a comment, it's all tagged with plumbing. So now the cool thing, I'll just show you if we go ahead and publish this report. let's do a couple other plumbing things. Oh, water heaters. So let's go under library and water heaters. Let's go to, here's an easy way to do it. We'll go to view library. That's an important one I forgot. So check the box. That highlights all my water heater comments. Plumbing. Boy, I suppose you could even go to, I think boiler will leave for HVAC, just call it that. So, okay, and then these ones I probably just tagged. Let's see. Yeah, because they were in the same category. Okay, so now we've got some comments. These didn't pick that up because I'd already made them. So let's delete these and we'll add a few comments. And cool. So now let's publish. Hide and continue publishing. I'm going to go to the client property information page. Let's click on the link. And plumbing items. So I've got my regular summary, my complete report, and then I could go to plumbing items, and you can make a separate PDF of it. I might clean this up so it doesn't say it 3 times. But look at that, that you can come up here and just highlight this link and send it to the plumber. This is a really cool feature for training agents, you know, what you've done here. I think this is really neat. So, and then you can go back to the complete report. So, very neat. Cool. I hope this was helpful. I basically just built myself a whole plumbing items summary page and I also have an electrical one now. Here, I'll show you. Let's just go ahead and put some electrical stuff in this report. Should give this like give it a Zinscope panel. See my electrical tag. We will publish again. Open it up. So look at that. I want to add like a little plumbing emoji to here, and I need to get a pest emoji. So I'm still kind of working on this, but this is very cool. We got our regular summary, which is sorted by the urgency and significance of the findings. We've got our complete report, which is super detailed. And then I'm going to be breaking out everything per contractor. All right. Thanks for watching.